Hi, this is Nikki, and sorry about that, I just got cut off. And so I was reading letters 93 from the books, and I just want to say that, you know, if you are losing the connection, then honestly, this is the best way to stay connected, because you're tapping in directly into their energy, and your twin spirit will be working through every single letter of these books. And so I have definitely known for myself that my connection, not just with my twin, but then with the higher consciousness as well, has got stronger and stronger and stronger. Because literally you're tapping into that energy constantly. This is just, I've just been recently led to do well, not drawings, look at them, they're like a kid. But on Instagram, right, if you use the hashtag Grow the Flame, but we are literally creating this world of love. And just like I said that I'd started to do channelings for people's guides, and I got a letter coming through from the Palladians. And in it, and it has stuck with me so much, they said that just like the root of the tree feeds the forest, you feed the universe. And so, but you are fed on love. And so it's because if you are losing the connection, it's because you're not, well, it's because you've lost that heart connection. Not like lost that loving feeling completely, but it's just because you've gone into your mind too much. And so this is the way. I'm telling you, this has been a constant lifesaver for me, doing these books, because they answer the question. And the fact that this letter 93 includes around addiction was just unbelievable. I was like, that is such a perfect letter. So this is from book 2, and it's, wow, how much do I feel for you? It's off the scale. The intense longing, the physical need to be with you is so beyond words. I've never had or experienced anything like this before. It's like trying to stay off a drug that you're addicted to. The feelings of craving and desire to have you, all of you, to myself, all the time, and for no one else ever to come near you. I want you, all of you, and all the time. There is nothing that I don't love about you. I'm beyond obsessed. It's just too much. I'm freaking out inside. It's love. Now, for me, because this letter says, I don't want to have, he says, I want you, all of you, and all the time. I don't want anyone else ever to come near you. So for me, that is a massive part of what's happened on my journey, is because my twin, when we were together, he's into open he is in an open relationship. And at the time, he said to me, I can't be with you because you're like a wife and kids and stuff. And then he said to me, but then very shortly after that, he got with this person. And so to me, of course, I was thinking, well, how can you not be with me, but you're with her? And why wouldn't you do those things with me? And is there something wrong with, you know? And I obviously took all of that I wasn't good enough, and I was you know, all of that I took to person, you know, basically that was all part of the journey that I had to learn. Actually, it wasn't anything about me, and actually he was protecting me from that situation, which I am now so grateful for, because there's a whole, you know, that you know, I wouldn't have done well in that environment, put it that way. So this is why it's quite amazing, because that letter is very specific around, I don't want to share you with anyone else, which is, you know, very, very special to me, basically, but it's for someone else. I have a feeling I know whose that letter is. So the next one is this. I want you to know that you're going to be okay, that we are going to be more than okay, that although it seems like there's no way everything can come together, it will. There's a big, huge divine force behind all of this change, and it's bringing freedom. Freedom for new beginnings, for a new life, for a fresh start. Believe that everything is going to be worked out for us. And just like Dorothy taps her red shoes together 3 times, we will find our way home against all of the odds. Oh my God. Well, that is about freedom, because the other thing is that you might say, so some might say that if you're in an open relationship, you have your sexual freedom because you can be with as many people as you want. But of course, within that, there are so many rules and regulations about what you can and can't do. And of course, so within that open relationship, there are more boundaries and more rules than there are if you just want to stay with someone because you want to be with them and them alone. And therefore, that is freedom, because you have the freedom to make a choice, and your choice is to stay with that person and only that person because you love them with all of your heart. And when you love them with all of your heart, you couldn't imagine possibly sharing them with anyone else. And so now I understand why my twin said that to me, and why we have had to go down this path, because I know for me and my twin, then our thing is sexual healing. So we all have our things, you know, that we're here to do. And I know for us that that's a massive, massive part of it. So I think, you know, this is why I say, the other thing is that I've just looked at this letter. The letter underneath, which is number 94, is from the one that I was just saying about the Palladians and be the root. This is the same person. So I guess I have to read this out as well. I mean, this is why it's magic. You know, this is why it honestly is magic. So my biggest thing is that buy these books, use them all the time, and they will increase your connection. And it's the cheapest way that you can stay in the love vibe and stay connected to your twin, because you have them constantly. So whenever you feel like you've dipped in your connection throughout the day, you can use them. Just ask for a number, see a reg plate, just like this lady said. So I'm just going to read it, and it is: you've been building up to this lifetime for all of time, since the beginning of creation, since the beginning of the spark. So we know how important it is, not just for you, but for the whole planet. It's the rise of the earth into the new universe. A new wave of love that is coming to the planet to elevate us all, to bring a new bubble of love around the universe. You must never forget about the bigger plan. You must never forget that we are all around you, supporting you in your mission. There is so much depending on all of you coming together. We need your light. Remember that. We depend on your light for a new planet. Well, I don't think I need to say any more. The one last thing is I have a friend that lives near my twin. She lives on one side of a bridge. He lives on the other. She sent me a song this morning. She said, oh, I forgot to send you this. It is The Power of Love by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And so I just thought it was so beautiful, because again, your twin spirit will work through conversations with people, everything. So to get that from my friend who lives literally across the bridge from my twin was perfect, because we are bridging the gap. And we're bridging the gap to realise what the power of love can do. And so we're also turning the light on into otherwise dark tunnel. So the lyrics of Frankie Goes to Hollywood, I've put the link into the description box, but it is this: it feels like fire. I'm so in love with you. Dreams are like angels, they keep bad at bay. Love is the light, scaring darkness away. I'm so in love with you, purge the soul, make love your goal. The power of love, a force from above, cleaning my soul. Flame on burnt desire, and love with tongues of fire. purge the soul, and make love your goal. Envy will hurt itself. Let yourself be beautiful. Sparkling love, flowers and pearls and pretty girls. Love is like an energy rushing, rushing inside of me. This time we go sublime, lovers entwine, divine, divine. Love is danger, love is pleasure. Love is pure, the only treasure. I'm so in love with you. Purge the soul and make love your goal. Wow. So I mean, that's what I mean. So that's when my friend sent me that today, and I was like, oh, that's so lovely, thank you. And then of course it made me think she is literally on the other side of the bridge from my twin. And we are bridging the gap. Remember that we are bridging the gap between the realms of what, you know, basically if you think about it, of the realms of fear versus love. When you focus on the love and move out of the fear and anxiety and worry and doubt, and because essentially that's what it is, right? As soon as you start panicking, it's because you've brought in doubt again into it. And so it is bridging the gap between the doubt and the love. And that is essentially what this 3D, 5D, whatever, moving upwards is, you know, moving that ladder. In my eyes, it is just bridging that gap into more and more and more trust in love and trust in the power of love. And so when you feel yourself going into those moments of doubt and fear, you know, take a step back, you know, read a letter from the book, because you will be guided to exactly what you need at that time to put your fears at rest. And trust in the power of love. Because like this letter says, remember, we depend on your light for a new planet, which is born out of love. So, and you're part of that, which is an amazing, amazing, exhilaratingly cool, fantastic thing to be doing. So focus on that and trust in your path. All right, well, if you want to have a healing, a reading, or a letter, please do. I'm doing $20 specials on healings and readings and $7 for a letter. All details are in the link. And the letter could be from your twin, from your higher self, from your guides, from a soul group family, anything. One beautiful thing, somebody asked me to do a letter for her mum. And she said that she was, I didn't realise, but she was recovering from cancer. And she asked me to channel a letter from her mum's higher self. And so I did. And when she said, she then, in it, I had channeled, it's such a relief. I feel so relieved, I think it was. And then it went on to say something else. And she came back to me to say that you channeled that letter before my mum got her results. When she got the results, she was cleared. And so what I had channeled was, I'm so relieved. And of course, she was so relieved because a few days later, she found out that she was clear of cancer. So that's the thing. That's the magic right there. You know, that's why you have to believe in these things, because it is here to help you. So if you need some help, then just let me know. And in the meantime, oh, excuse me, believe in your hearts and souls are leading you the way home. All right, take care. Bye.